Hi guys, Duke Delayed here again for another episode of Pickup Daily. I'm answering a question from Seta today. It says, hey, how do I know when to ask for a date or when to go for the phone number? I'm going to talk about that and a little logistical crap today on this episode of Pickup Daily. How do I know when to ask for a date or to go for a phone number? Here's the thing. Ask for the biggest thing first. There's a guy, his name is Robert Cialdini. He wrote a book called Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion. When he went out and did all his research for the book, he studied a bunch of cults and how they inculcate their members, how they got people to come in and believe in their systems and do all this radical stuff. He came up with what he called the rule of comparison. And the comparison is basically if you say something that's really big and hairy and crazy, then when you make another request that's less than that, it seems even less than if you'd have made that request by itself. It seems less important or less hairy, right? So he had a letter in there that he used as an example where the girl was like, hey, mom and dad, blah, 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 my boyfriend and his motorcycle gang ended up knocking me up, and so we're going to have a baby, but it's a little rough because he fell out of my third-story window and broke his leg, and he's in the hospital, and then all of this other stuff happened, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like this, like if you were a parent, you would not want to get this letter from your daughter. And at the end of the letter, she says something along the lines of like, well, actually, none of this stuff above was true, but I did get a D and an F in a couple of my classes, and I'd appreciate that if you looked at it in perspective, that these marks are not fully representative of what was possible. And so in order to cushion the blow of her bad grades, she had tried to give context and perspective around what could possibly be wrong with her life. And so that was important. So, law of comparison. If you ask for a date and it makes it asks for more, right? It's like, hey, what are you doing right now? I got like 5 minutes. Can we go get some coffee real fast? And she has to like stop what she's doing and like take time out of her day to go meet up with this stranger. You're asking for a lot. And if you ask for a lot, then when you drop back and she says, oh no, I have all these things, and you're like, oh, well, just give me your number, then maybe we'll meet up later this week. And it's a lot easier. She'll give you a number as a concession after knowing that you were bold enough to ask her for a date. And through the law of comparison, you're actually going to get better results at getting phone numbers this way. Secondly, if you ask for the date first and she says yes, everybody wins. If you ask for the date first and she says no, then you can get the phone number. If you ask for the phone number and she says no, you can't go ask for a date after. So, in my opinion, I think you should ask for an Insta-date right away and then drop back for the phone number. Some guys do it the other way where they're like in the middle of the conversation, hey, give me your number, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, cool. They get the number. And then they say, you know what, you're actually pretty cool. And they keep talking. And then they ask for a date after that. They're like, you know what, I got the number, but it wasn't just to get the number. Let's get to know you a little bit more now that we have a couple of minutes. And so they actually flip it on its head and do it the other way around. I don't really like that method as much for my own personal game because it just works better for me the other way. But it's definitely a viable way of doing things. So that's my answer on whether you should ask for the date or the phone number first. I'm traveling all over the country doing live workshops with my buddies at The Attractive Man, so check out my schedule over there if you want to see me live. And I do this every damn day on Pickup Daily. So, till tomorrow, stay awesome.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.